Hello everybody, it's Mirialda here once again, and welcome back to Figure Unboxing. Yes, we have a big giant box in front of us, and it is big and giant, but there is only one figure in here. And no, it is not a 1/4 scale figure. It's actually a 1/7 scale figure. And this is my first EMS shipment since the whole tariff situation has been in place. So it's kind of fitting because this character is the same character that was in my very first EMS shipment ever. So yay. And I will say it's freaking hot, so I'm sorry if I sound sweaty or tired or whatever. It's because I'm sweaty and tired. And there's lots of shit going on, so it is what it is. But anyways, let's get this box open. I've been waiting for her for well over a year and a half. So it's about time she finally got here. One more box up here. Another fitting thing is this package came from Big in Japan. And that's also where my very first EMS package came from. Yeah. So we're going to lay it down. And, well, it's a box in a box. So it is Prime 1 Studio, so you know it's going to be freaking expensive. And there's lots of paper and even some newspaper. Let's see, what's going on in Japan? If I had to guess, it's just some ads, so yeah. I'm wasting time, I'm sorry about that. You care about the figure, not what's going on in the ads. Let's get her out. Come on. Put this outer shipping box off to the side. And, that's new. Let's do a 1x zoom so maybe you can read it as well. Unboxing request. Prime 1 Studio. Please record your unboxing. We handle damage and misdelivery claims based on your unboxing video. Well, it's a good thing that that's what I do. We may not accept returns or exchanges in the following cases. No unboxing video was recorded. The issue is not visible on video, or the video quality is too low to confirm the issue. The product was opened once and then resealed for filming. So, yay! I'm glad that that's what I do. So, we have a 1/7 scale pre-painted figure, PW Nep 01P. Yes, it's a Nep. But it's not just a normal Nep. It's Chaos Nep. So let's go ahead. And I'm just going to open it from the bottom so I don't cut that unboxing warnings sticker. And we see a purple bottom of the box, so come on. Exit. Exit the box. Ooh, Nep. She is in a plastic bag as well. So let's get that open from the bottom and slide her out. So let's zoom back out. In front of us, we have Chaos Purple Heart, aka Chaos Nep. She is from Choujigen Game Neptune, aka Hyperdimension Neptunia in all of its iterations. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Prime 1 Studio, part of their Prisma Wing line, and her code number is PW-NEP-01P. I bought this from Big in Japan, so I did not get the store exclusive bonus with the bonus face, so it is what it is. So Nep released on June 29th of 2026. I ordered her way back on December 20th of 2024. I paid for her on December 20th, 2024. She shipped out on June 29th, 2026. And I got her today, July 3rd of 2026. So just before Independence Day. Woohoo! Yes, I am American. So Nep cost a lot of money because Prisma Wing Prime 1, always expensive. Hopefully she will be good quality. I paid 39,440 yen. At the time, that was $251.41. Shipping was a different story. I originally paid 9,100 yen for EMS shipping. Well, because of the tariff crap, EMS now finally has reopened to the US, but it has to be prepaid tariffs. So they did send a 4,700 yen extra invoice for that. So I wound up paying a total of 13,800 yen for shipping, EMS shipping. Yeah. So anyways, there is Nep in the box from the front. I'm assuming this is the front. There she is from the side with a couple full body promo shots. There she is from the back. She's got some tape on her box for some reason. Whatever. There's the back of the box. You got the little authenticity sticker. And there's the other side of the box. Nice full body shot of her. There is the top of her box. And like we said before, she's got a plain, boring purple bottom. And there, the bottom corner is a little squished in, but the figure should be perfectly all right. Let's go ahead and open her. So it appears there's only one seal. Go ahead and pop that open. We do have instructions. That is one thing. Usually figures are PVC and ABS. I do know at some point they did change the material description to also include polyresin or something. Or polyurethane, I don't know. If I was smart, I would have looked it up and told you. But that's why she is not in a clear blister like normal. So we got, if we do a 1x zoom, you may be able to read. Warnings and information, warnings and information. So she's got a head, a body, a twin tail, another twin tail, some processor unit pieces, her wings, and her stand. And that's how you put her together, kinda. And yeah. And the back is not printed, so that is our instructions. Set that off to the side because I may need them. I may not. So let's go ahead and pull her out. Come on. Come on. Well. She is pretty tightly packed in here. Dang seal is catching on the. Come on. Exit the box. There we go. Inside the box is just plain cardboard. So nothing exciting there. Let's stick this off to the side. And wow, look at that blister pack. Can't see the figure at all. But so far, pretty secure packing it looks like. So it looks like there's a seam going right here that they've taped over, so I'm going to open that. There's also one at the top, but we'll see if we need to open that as well. Okay. So we'll pop this open. So yeah, it looks like I do see a plastic baggie in there, so we'll do that as well. Set her off to the side. And then we'll just cut this tape. So good to know. She has layers. Okay, and we do see some cutouts. So it's a good thing I have eyes. Go ahead and pull this one out. We have a piece here. being real gentle because being not PVC, things get much more fragile. So we'll just pop out some of the extra foam that they have packed in here. And we'll look at the pieces later. So we'll put that one back in and put the cover back in. And we'll open this one. And we tilt the camera down so if something happens, I can show them. So gently pull it out. Okay, there's a processor booster piece. Put that back in there and put that back in. There's another piece here. So that is another of the booster pieces. So far so good, nothing seems to be broken. Now this is a big piece. So I'm assuming this is probably some wings. We got some silica gel, do not eat. So we'll gently pull this out. And we do see the wings are pretty stabby sharp as they poke through the wrapping. I know, absolutely riveting content right now. So we'll set those there. Put this back in. Silica gel, put that in. Okay, that is one layer down. So now let's do the main layer. So we do have a little caution sticker. The slashed area is delicate. Avoid touching it when handling the arm part. So she's got little claw wing things on her hands. So be careful with those. We'll start with this. I believe it's the base. We've got some more silica gel. Okay, this base is pretty weighty. So there you go. And she's got, looks like a metal peg. And yeah, this is definitely weighted. Set it off to the side. Squeeze this back in there. I think it goes like that. We'll go ahead and pull out this piece. Okay, this is her main body. And it's stuck to the sticker. Her hand is poked through the plastic. There we go. I'm going to leave the little foam pieces in place right now. Set her off to the side. Put that back in. Okay, we'll pull out this piece. Okay, I believe this is her head. Or it's her other hair piece. Yeah, it's her other hair piece, okay. So far everything's okay. Stick that back in there. So, word of advice for Prime 1, don't put your stickers over the coverings, because it sticks to pieces. So this must be her head. There we go. Okay, she is out of the box, and I believe she is all in one piece. So let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Whew, I'm going to take a couple minutes because I'm hot. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I looked up the materials again, and they changed it from PVC ABS to PVC ABS and resin. That's why she was in that foam packaging. So let's start looking at the pieces. So here is Nep's face. She's got some nice blue and purple eyes with the power button symbols. She's got her little war cry O mouth on. It's got some depth. There are no teeth. So I just noticed that her head is missing a button. Let me look back in the blister, or the packaging. At least I'm assuming it's missing a button. I don't see anything in there. Okay, let me look at the box, because for all I know, she actually isn't supposed to have that. Okay, I'm looking at the box, and that button is actually not present. So that's how it's supposed to be. So she is supposed to have like the 1X button on her that hair clip, and that one is supposed to be missing it. I'm guessing it's because she's in her chaos form. She does have some nicely sculpted ears and a metal neck peg. It's got some pretty big horn dealies on her head. Looks like they're just attached to her hair. There's some nice gradient painted on the back of the head. So some lighter blue, purple, and the darker blue, purple. And then it does look like she's got little metal rods coming out of her hair. They are covered in paint, but I do believe they are metal. So that is her face. Set that down. Let's look at some of her hair pieces. So I believe this is probably her left hair, well, her right or left hair piece. So this processor unit piece is actually pretty heavy. It's got some nice gradient on that little horn thing, so from blue to purple. It almost looks translucent, but I don't believe it is. And then you got some paintwork done on the lines inside the little cross D-pad. Then another little piece coming down. At the tip of her tail, it's got a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little effect coming off of it, like booster effect. Her braid does have some shading and everything, so darker purple, and then it's very blue where it goes into the hair tie or whatever that is. And then there is a little peg hole there. We'll set that one down. We'll look at the other one. Should be pretty similar, basically a mirror of it. So again, some detail there, the same gradient there. Yep, pretty much a mirror of it. So good to know. And then we've got her like jet boosters. So they look to be identical except for maybe the peg. We'll look at that later. Hopefully this peg is strong enough because this does have some weight to it. We do see some clear plastic in the center there and then in the ring. Each of these is a individual piece. There is a metal rod in the center connecting the support to the top nozzle piece, I guess. And I don't know if this pegs into the base or if it pegs into her. I'll have to look, but I'm assuming it's going to peg into the base. And then, like I said, this is exactly the same. Except the support stand is a little bit shorter. We'll look at her wings. So I had them laying flat like this, and when I went to pick it up, it did flex a little bit, so be very careful. Do not go whack. So you got like a metallic piece in the center holding everything together. And then you got the, I would say clear wings like it's intended to be, but they are matte painted, good gradient on them. And you got the little detail lines on the corners and everything. Got some little blue detail like jewels or something in there. And from the back you get another jewel in the center. This does appear to be a peg right there. So we'll go ahead and set that down. Now we'll pull up her body and look at that. And I'm going to take out the foam pieces now. There we go. So obviously, Nep has boobs. We got some absolutely glorious separation going on there. You got a little heart, well, not heart tattoo, but like a chest tattoo. It appears to be a decal. And under the bright light, I can see that it's a decal. But once I turn off the bright light, it won't really be noticeable. She does have some little clear plastic pieces on her collar. And it looks like they're screwed on with a little plastic screw, so that's a nice little detail. She has very little covering her boobs. Again, we get the little plastic screws holding everything together. I'm looking at her back. Big giant peg hole, but she does have sculpted shoulder blades. Got some good shoulder definition up at the top. You can see the side boob peeking out. And these little cables and everything, they have glorious strap cap. Yes, Nep has strap cap. A good booty crack hint showing there. She is wearing very tiny bottoms. They are like string effect and everything. Again, we got some little coffin-shaped things coming off of her hips. Her legs, she does have some nice gradient around the trim of the boots. And we got some sculpting detail in there as well. Some gradients on those metallic diamond pieces. She does have some very pointy shoes that she's wearing, and they do have some pink heels, and they have big giant processor unit cuffs and everything on them. Looking from the bottom, we do see some texture as well. We do see some booty cheeks. That was just dust. And if we look, she does not have camel toe. She does have a bit of crack. And then again, under the bright lights, the little purple lines on her stomach, you can see that they're a decal. I do not feel any raised bit, so that's good. They shouldn't scrape off easily or anything without damaging her. Her hands, again, they had foam under these purple pieces here, so be very careful with them. She's got little white detail on the top of her hand. Fingers are all sculpted nicely, but they do, the last three appear to be all one piece, and then the index and thumb are separate. On the other hand, they are all separate, it looks like. And yeah, so overall, looks pretty good so far. And then we'll pull up the base. Again, this is a pretty heavy base. It's definitely weighted. We got 00, we got Neptune, got power symbol, we got, traces and everything. And we do have peg holes for her processor unit, so that's where they go. She does have a metal peg there. At least it looks like metal peg. It could be plastic. But this stabs into her back, and then that is where the wings attach. So I'm not sure if you saw that. I may have had it out of frame, but this is the part that stabs into her back. On the bottom, copyright Idea Factory, compile heart, made in China, and then a whole bunch of information I can't read. There is a little bit of texture right there. Looks like it's where a peg for the main support goes. So let's go ahead and set this down, and we'll pull up the instructions. I'm going to look at them for a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I understand how this is going to work. So I'm going to start with her body and put that onto the base. And if we look, there is a square hole deep down in there. Just a little bit of pressure. Okay, she is attached. And now I'm going to try sticking her head on. So again, there is a square hole for the square neck peg. Let's try and line up the hole for her metal peg. There we go. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start putting the hair on. So that piece goes there. A little bit of pressure, but not too much. Now we'll go ahead and put this one on this side. And just twist it a little bit until it lines up properly. And there's the main body of Nep assembled, so you could display her like this if you so chose. We'll go ahead and put her on this turntable and do a spin, and be very careful with her braids. If they are resin, they could easily snap. So let's do a spin of her without her wings and boosters. So yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, definitely a 1/7 scale figure, so very expensive, but quality seems pretty good. Let's go ahead, do a zoom in, and we'll adjust the stand. Sorry for the shakiness. We shall spin her face. Come on. No falling over allowed. See how well I got her centered. Not my worst job. But yeah. Haven't really seen any flaws. I was worried again about that, but that is how it's supposed to be based on the picture on the box. Go ahead, tilt down, and we'll spin her chest region. The pieces assembled so far pretty easily once you get them lined up. No real extreme forces is required, which is good because, like I said, I'm sure she's very fragile. Spin her waist booty region. Unfortunately, when you have floating figures like this, you have big ugly bases that make them float. But it is what it is. And then we'll zoom out and spin her leg region. We'll zoom, move the camera back. Okay, and now that we've done that, we can bring her closer again, spin her around to the back. And we'll get her wings put in. Before I push again, I'm going to take them back off. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but over on this side, there is a ever so hint of a key. So once you get it pushed in, it should line up with a little notch on the side here. Going to bring her closer again. So this is a pretty secure fit. Good enough. Now, this one I'm not 100% sure on, but looking at the picture and the instructions. So, E appears to be the slightly shorter one, and F appears to be the slightly longer one. And then, so E goes on our left and F goes on our right. So, and then I'm just going to look. They are just round, so they should not line up with anything or be keyed or anything. So you can just stick it in and twist it to where it needs to be. We'll go ahead and put this one in on this side. Again, you got to be careful. And I am not very happy with these plastic supports because they don't seem to be very strong. And you can see how much those boosters are like wiggling. I'm gonna try to spin this one just a little bit. And then try to spin this one just a little bit. But that is Nep assembled. I do think the little support rods should have been thicker because these are pretty heavy. But we do make do with what we have and what we are given. So we'll push her back and we shall do a spin of Nep fully assembled. So yes, this is Chaos Nep. So I don't know if Chaos forms are like evil or just crazy or, you know, more lewd, more naked. But she looks pretty dang good. I do kind of wish the little horn pieces were smaller, but hey, she is Chaos Nep. Now that we've done a full body shot, let's go ahead and zoom in with all the pieces together. So it should be pretty similar, but now we get her wings and her hair pieces. Well, we already had her hair pieces. Maybe. There we go. Now we'll go down to her chest and we'll get more of her wings from here. So I do think that base support at least is reasonable, and how she attaches to it and everything is reasonable. Go ahead and down to her waist region. We'll get the boosters and you can see just how shaky they are, and I'm just spinning the turntable. Now we'll zoom out and spin her legs. So yes, this is yet another Nep in my collection, and I love me some Nep. She was my original waifu, and she is still very, very, very high up on the list. And honestly, recently, I may even say she might be higher than Tamamo. So yeah, Nep. Let's go ahead and take the camera out and do a shaky cam look at her. So there she is, kind of from the top. And the glorious separation. And her face, kind of from the fancy schmancy angles. And a little bit from below. Okay, I think so far, I think she looks really good from below. So definitely a high shelf figure. And spin her around. Very impressive wings. And her back and booty and everything. So yeah, that is Nep. Go ahead and put the camera away and we'll close this off. So in front of us we have Chaos Purple Heart. She is from Choujigen Game Neptune or Hyperdimension Neptunia, one of the iterations of it. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Prime 1 Studio, part of their Prisma Wing line. Her code is PWNEP01P. This is the standard version of her. If you bought her directly from Prime 1's website, you could get a bonus face, which is her smiling. I did not do that. I got her at Big in Japan. She released on June 29th of 2026. I ordered her back on December 20th of 2024, so it's been a long time. Nep was very expensive, but it's Nep, and I had to have her. And I knew Prime 1 Studio, they're always stupid expensive. So she cost 39,490 yen, or $251.41. I believe she is more expensive now if you can find her. So it is what it is. Overall, EMS shipping to Ohio, USA. EMS is now DDP, or duties paid ahead of time. So it costs overall 13,800 yen for EMS shipping. And I didn't do the conversion to USD. You can do that whenever you want. And I don't know what your shipping will be. So it is what it is. Anyways, I'm rambling. I have me another Nep and Nep. I am happy with her. Good things still happen. Good things still happen. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I do have another figure that is in the mail, and she is naked. So I will see you probably next week with another figure unboxing. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. So, at the spur of the moment, as I was cleaning up, I decided, what the hell, I need to do a comparison with another Nep. So I brought out Lilac Cool Nep, who is also a 1/7 scale figure. So it definitely shows that Chaos Nep is a larger 1/7 scale than the Lilac Cool Nep. But yeah, they look good. I do wish she was a little bit bigger now. But just a little quick comparison. Okay, I'm really out now. Bye-bye.